Hey guys, my name is James and welcome to Quick Facts with Birguid. Today we're going to be talking to you about Africa's fintech sector. In terms of the benefits that fintech has brought to the continent, I would say it's access. When I say access, the previously unbanked are now included. And what fintech has been able to do is bridge the gap from an inclusivity perspective. The other thing that it's also done is made transacting safer and then very personal because you get to transact from the comfort of your phone and you can also transact around the clock. And I think one of the other things is it's empowered a lot of people to be able to trade and transact, outside of the normal operating hours. I would say there's definitely a lot more opportunity for Africa's fintech sector. I think what we find is that we're still in the development phase of fintech as an industry. Why I say this is because we haven't fully understood the needs of the African consumer, and what we need to do is we need to find out like what value chains need to be explored. Like for instance, in Africa, agriculture is the biggest employer across the continent. Has enough been done from a fintech perspective within the agricultural space or the agro-processing space? I don't think so. And because of that, there's a lot more opportunity as we move from agriculture to trade to financial services and other service delivery. I think there's a lot more opportunity for fintech entities. I would say the biggest challenge that we're finding in Africa's fintech sector is that a lot of the solutions are not homegrown. I mean, there's a significant number that is homegrown. For instance, if you take a look at the M-Pesas of this world, those were developed with the local by locals for locals, and I think there was a better understanding in terms of the needs and coming up with a solution that works, right? So now what we need to do is we need to find ways to further fund and further develop homegrown solutions that are supposed to address Africa's ever-growing problems or ever-growing challenges. And what we find is that tech will be like a big enabler for, further progressing or developing the economy. And it's finding a balance between tech development as well as the financing to develop the tech, which is very important. And also growing the sector from a needs based to say what are the needs, and in addition to what the needs are, finding out like how best to address those needs from a homegrown perspective. I'd say it's two things primarily. More research needs to be done, understanding the needs of the consumer, understanding the needs of the user, and also trying to find out how best to address their needs. So if we could find a situation where you spend a lot more time understanding what the consumer's needs are, finding out how to address those needs, how often you can address those needs, and which technology or solution will be better suited to address those needs, that's actually very important. And I say the second thing is partnerships. Why I say partnerships is that you'll find that with fintech solutions, they only thrive if they enter into strategic and empowering partnerships. So we are now in a state of transition where banks used to have the power from a financial services perspective. And what you're finding is that there's a lot more power that's now being transferred or has been transferred to MNOs and other telco companies. So it's now entering into strategic partnerships with, banks or MNOs and other telco space players to try and see if you can take your technology to the next level. I mean, an initiative that's being rolled out currently is one by EcoBank, where they're looking for fintech solutions that are able to address Africa's needs and helping or supporting those entities to scale. Well, that's it from my side on Africa's fintech sector. For more information, visit our website or get in touch. Thanks, guys.